Hello, this is Dave and welcome to Equities Story. I'm with Wolfie and this is just a general share advice and not personal advice, as you can see on the disclaimer. Oh, Wolf, it's like you feel you're in the trenches here, don't you?
You are. It's like your best friends are falling down in the trenches, getting absolutely mowed down by the markets. Yeah, David, I tell you what, it's depressing looking at all your buddies going down.
Look at that. I mean, look at that. That looks that's the weekly, right? Let's have a look at it on the monthly, see what's going on here. And again, you just look at that, you just feel just the whole market sentiment's got lower to go, don't you?
You look at that and you go, I should probably not be trading. That's what I'm probably looking at, right? It's going to be very, very difficult. And you think to yourself, I should have a lot of cash. That's what I look at that. I'm thinking, cash time. I'm not overexposed with a lot of stuff, and trading is going to be difficult. That's it.
And then it actually will float. If you look at the Dow, we looked at this earlier, weren't we? And that's sort of, if you look at the Dow, you could argue it's still long-term bullish, but that's a worry really. If I think if it breaks that 3,200 level.
Yep.
Again, you could be looking. I mean, at the end of the day, you look at that, it could easily come back to 27,000, where it was trading at 2020 easily. It could take out that whole COVID bounce, right?
You could, especially. Well, I think the key driver here is obviously this Middle East conflict right now, which is driving all different things like oil prices around, inflation around. It's drawing in more issues, right, than we were obviously more comfortable with. So, yeah, absolutely. I know it was a left field thing with Hamas attacking Israel, but that's the markets for you. There's always left field things that happen that you think, we're back on the track. No, we're not. And we could be like going down further now than we ever thought we're going to go further down.
We just have a look, Wolf. What's that? We've got a monthly buy signal on gold.
Yeah.
I mean,
that looks good, doesn't it? And the other thing, problem for me is whenever I go into gold, it's like I cannot time it well. It looks good, I'm going in, and then the next week it just goes again. So I'm always frustrated with gold. But I thought this week there's just too many things. You were so positive on gold, like the charts, like you showed me, right? And the conflict in the Middle East that was getting worse. I thought, I'm going in. And what I'm going to pick something left field, because obviously I can't take a trick with evolution. So I'm going. They've got at least, drilling results should hopefully be, a driver of some kind. They've got a growing resource. They've got already nice resource under their belts. It's in Australia. I've got those little things, and I know the management. So for me, okay, I'm going to have a little punt here.
So you bought MAU on Friday, did you?
I did. I bought a little bit, and when I say a little bit, it's only a little bit, right? So it's just a little fun little flutter for me to see whether I can pick gold for a change.
All right, and
$4 for the funds.
Yeah, I mean, evolution's actually hard going. I mean, for a good story, it should trade a little bit better. And Northern Star, funny enough, maybe looks a little bit better on the charts, Wolf. Maybe not.
That's the other reason, Dave, I bought MAU, because it actually looked very good on the monthly and on the weekly. So I thought, look, it's broken through the resistances. Really had a good week 2 weeks ago. It hold that last week, upper level for the previous week. I'm really liking this, at least fundamentally and technically. So everything going for me. This is one of the nicer little punts out there.
Wolf, a few companies, another gold story. BGL came out with their announcement. I don't know if you had time to have a little dive.
I haven't, but I remember looking at actually last week, and they were progressing quite nicely along. So, it's a story that should be good. I mean, if they can start producing now in this environment, they should be rolling in the Benjamins.
This little PGY, Wolf, it's interesting. We had it on, obviously, a nice looking chart. We had it on Einstein's the other week. And again, an interesting announcement today where there's some on the verge of some partnership. So, again, I think the chart's giving us a little bit of a clue. Something was going on with this little pilot energy, and what the announcement is that
I think they're in a trading hold, aren't they? So we're not going to.
It says the company confirms it is currently in discussions regarding a material partnering initiative into which it expects to enter in connection with Midwest Clean Energy Projection potential transaction. PG requests a trading hold immediately pending announcement regarding the potential transaction, and is required to ensure the company shares are not trading on a misinformed basis.
So they are in trading hold then.
Yeah. Well, they're in a trading hold for that reason. So whether does that, I'm just trying to understand. It's not very clear. Are they a partnership, or are Midwest going to buy them? I don't know.
Good question. I don't know either. I think
maybe they don't. Maybe they just got into negotiations and see where
I don't follow the story, so I'm trying to sort of catch up quickly to see what it says here. But I don't know. Look, let's just wait for the announcement. I'm not going to speculate. I don't know the story, but oil and gas always difficult. But it's in the trading hold at the moment, so we can't do anything anyway.
DVR, a Diverger renewed another offer. But again, this sector is quite interesting, isn't it? Really, like I said, Wolf is sort of financial planning sector. It's
a bit of a
popular.
fight between two companies for this Diverger, isn't it? So we had Count come in at what 1010, I think, and now you've got 125 from COG, I think, right? So another financial group. Interesting. So there's still a bit of interest in this space. A few mergers, a few takeovers. Let's see what happens.
Wolf, EOS, we said the other week to get out. I mean, reading that report, when you've got a company saying, well, we're okay with our sort of, basically, we're not going to have money issues as long as companies pay their invoices on time, and our covenants will be okay. That's a real bloody worry.
Yeah, what happens if they don't?
I know. Right.
You can't like this from the point of a big company supporter like Sol want the money back. Something's not right here. You've got to listen to the big boy saying, if they want to pull the money out, we want to pull our money out.
And you know what? Sols have a great history of actually supporting Australian companies.
Not just in the short term, but long-term support, right? So something's not right.
Yeah, they're just not like that. Sols they're good guys that they tend to want to help our small companies. So I find that a real worry, definitely. Wolfie, CHL, quarterly results. I can bring it across if you want.
I can see that, yeah. So go on, bring it across because I didn't see that.
Metrics Q4 FY24 show continued growth for all Camplify Holdings limited markets. Buying global GTV of 41.5 million, including Vans representing a PC growth of 106.7%. Positive net cash with operating activities.
That's pretty good. Look at the cash receipts, 36.5, PCP growth of 58.7. That's pretty good. Global fleets has obviously grown on the back of the takeover of a global. Okay, that's pretty good. That looks decent. I think again you got to be to be in this story, or at least follow this story and be positive on this story. You've got to have a pretty good view, positive view on the leisure space, right? So depending where you are with that looks all right. But on 36 million, still just cash flow positive. You think to yourself, come on, we need to see better cash flows than that.
All right. So
if you get 36 million cash receipts, let's say 170, 140 million, and you're not getting any positive cash flows, that's something's not right.
Yeah, and that's why maybe the chart, Wolf, it's gone back under trend.
Yeah. So you're expecting much better, those free cash flows out there. But
I remember back here it was starting to look a lot better, wasn't it?
I think they look better when you see cash flows, much smaller cash flows, but positive. you get excited because you think, okay, the bigger revenues, the bigger the cash flows, but it hasn't translated. It's actually stagnant on that. You think, okay, you're increasing your revenues, but you're still only just positive. Come on, you got to increase that bottom line as well. But maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah, it's like working for nothing, isn't it?
Exactly, pretty much. Yeah. I've got $1 billion revenues, but I'm making $0.
All right. DUG, Wolfie.
Yeah.
So obviously good looking chart.
Yeah, good update actually. I had a look through it. It's just a very brief one through. It looked decent. It's still looking like there's a continuation from the previous. Yeah, there you go. Continuation from the previous quarterlies that they've come up with. Again, maybe the only thing that's you got a question here is operating net cash outflows is very like zero almost, right? So you'd expect them to maybe do a little bit better on the bottom line. But anyway, look, it's the early day, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe the market will just forgive them this time around and just keep at least hold it steady. We'll see. First signs of trouble, you get out. That's basically, especially in this market.
No, I'll tell you what. It's trading 43 times. Is that correct? Do you have that on your?
That's right. Yeah, it is. It is quite expensive.
I'm out. It hasn't gone on with it, Wolf.
Yeah, I agree. I think if I was seeing that sort of chart, I'm thinking, okay, I'll take my profits. It's still looking, pretty bullish, but I'm thinking, nah. The market's just really not happy with anything at the moment, is it?
Nah, you're a seller. Because I'll tell you what, as soon as that does have an ugly day and someone decides to sell, then it's gone for all money. Like IGO.
Yes. I'll tell you what, it's not just IGO. I know, you got to be fair to IGO. It's, Mineral Resources looks exactly the same. So some of these miners are just getting pummeled. And remember they took bets on lithium, right? So Mineral Resources took bets on lithium. IGO took a bet on lithium. And unfortunately, that's what's actually hitting them right now. It's those bets on the lithium. If they're probably just stuck to the iron ore and maybe copper and nickel, maybe it would have been different kettle of fish, but they've just taken a plunge. And unfortunately, things turn very quickly against them. There you go. It's probably anyway. So for me, I'm still liking the stories. It's just right now, the sentiment, prices are going down. You've got to wait for the bottom before you look at these things again.
Yeah, well, that's why, again, the CTM saves us again, really, doesn't it? Below the trend line, got to get out. VNT Wolf. So good dividend story, holding the trend. I'll just bring the confirms full year guidance. Well, that's it. That's impressive.
Yeah, but probably not good enough for the market. This is how harsh the market is.
Yeah, but
confirming the guidance. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, well, it's great. It's great that someone's confirming some sort of guidance anyway. Definitely. And still with a nice little dividend, Wolf. It's a nice story. Now, you saw Amazon. So a number of companies still reporting well in America, and Intel both up 6%. And you actually saw the Nasdaq, Wolf, trade reasonably well overnight and sort of hold up quite well, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, the Friday was actually okay. Everything was red except Nasdaq, which was nice to see. But that's obviously on the back of those Amazons and Intels that have been coming up with some decent results. And look, it's still, where are the quality companies? And I still think the quality companies are in the tech space, right? It's probably the ones that are sitting on a lot of cash, that don't have as many costs as some of the other companies out there. So if I was really looking at where I'm going to put my money, if things that are recovering, I'll probably be looking at tech space. But it's not easy. It's not easy right now. But at least it's good to see that they're not that bad.
All right. On that note, Wolfie, absolutely brilliant. As always, thank you very, very much. It's a really good rundown of everything that's going on today. And hasta mañana. Yeah,
well, look, this week is going to be maybe another tough week. So let's have a look how it goes. Gold's obviously over $2,000. Can it keep going? There's some really positive articles on Livewire about gold going to like $1 million. So have a read of it.
All right. Thanks, Wolfie. See you, mate. Take care.
Guys.
Bye.